All right. Hello, everyone, and now welcome to a game. This game taking place here on Boulder Vale. On the bottom left-hand side of the map, we have Sheik spawning as, well, the yellow orc. On the top right-hand side of the map, we have GLGL13 spawning as the teal orc. So it is going to be an orc mirror match here on Boulder Vale. And I won't lie to you, I don't know much about this map, so let's go ahead and take a look. All right, so we got some creep camps here, some green creep camps, some orange creep camps right outside the base. A 3-2-2 creep camp here as a green, and then a 2-1-1 creep camp. Not really that impressive. This is a 5-3-2 creep camp, so that is going to be orange, but it's actually rather open with a lot of different ways to get inside the base. 3 ways to get inside the base depending on how you want to approach it, and then from there on out there's a couple more making their way through. We can let's take a look at the corners. Anything else special? The mercenary camps, the armor, they are invulnerable. There's some interesting corner orange creep camps to still clear out, and then finally the difficult red creep camps to make for well, 2 possible expansions and throw that game a little bit longer. Farseer from Sheik opening things up with it. There's that barracks as well. Still feels a little bit close. Let's see. Yeah, still feels a little. That feels too far. I wish the scroll. I think I can control the scroll, so I might still try and figure those things out there. Ooh, GLGL opening things up with a Tauren Chieftain first. Interesting call. Tauren Chieftain first, Stomp, Shockwave, Endurance Aura. There's a Voodoo Lounge. Also interesting positioning that it's further back. You rarely ever see this coming in from an orc player such as the Blade Master because, well, so many times the Blade Master needs to be able to approach the shop and actually sell items. The Tauren Chieftain trying to get into this position here is going to have a little bit more difficulties as we see another Orc Burrow placed down. Orc Burrow actually a little bit further back. I thought it would have been placed down here, but perhaps that would have interfered with a little bit of mining. Tauren Chieftain opening things up with Shockwave first. Going to pick up that Tome of Strength and continue to clear out this Timber Wolf, or what remains of that Timber Wolf creep camp. Meanwhile, Farseer are already out on the battlefield and looking to place down pressure onto GLGL's buildings. A couple of peons are going to go ahead and jump inside, throw those spears back, get some poke damage onto that Farseer. Farseer already down to 428. As the other peons, are they going to go ahead and jump? Yes, they're going to go ahead and jump inside as well. We can see that the Voodoo Lounge is done. There's a resummon as the Tauren Chieftain now, well, backing himself into a little bit of a corner. All right, you can see some tight corridors in this positioning here, and the, well, wolves are just going to simply dive in. Now, the Orc Burrows are offering protection, so the Farseer could actually be the one suffering more damage than expected. There's a Shockwave here, a Grunt trying to make its way inside. Not going to be able to do exactly that, as the Farseer unable to get enough damage onto that Tauren Chieftain to take him down. Are we perhaps going to resummon up some wolves? There we are, but the grunts are already in position. They're trying to, well, get away as the Tauren Chieftain does get hit here. All right, this is going to be a problem. Down to 90 hit points. Is he going to get taken down? Burrows, there's a Shockwave ripping on through. He gets felled, and level 1 Tauren Chieftain falls. Farseer gets a little bit of experience. Tauren Chieftain now needing to be resurrected, but the Farseer isn't that much better either. You can see a couple of grunts now making their way out. If Sheik does not respect the fast resurrection time on those level 1 grunts, or not level 1 hero, that could potentially be a problem. All right, this grunt taking a little bit of damage here as well. You're seeing more yellow grunts that show up to the party, and, well, a little bit of a split action. Tauren Chieftain should be, well, yes, already back out on the battlefield here as the wolves now look to clear out the remainder of the Satyr and Timber Wolf creep camp. Or is it Satyr? Satyrs? Yeah. Well, can't even look at the spelling to confirm that. Sea Elementals, a couple of Murlocs hiding off to the side. Tauren Chieftain sitting at level 1 does have some healing salves. Grunts and Spirit Wolf is there as well. We're going to see them go ahead and back away, get some damage onto that low hit point Spirit Wolf. A little bit of, well, wow, a little shock or some sort of stun damage. Yeah, so the Sea Elemental has a ranged bash. Yep, so many creeps, so many units to keep track of. If you were not aware, well, apparently, well, we're all learning lessons here about WarCraft 3 in 2025. All right, Tauren Chieftain continuing the battle. Tauren Chieftain down to 16 hit points. Tauren Chieftain falls again. But what is going to happen here? Farseer going to get felled as well. Now, it's important to note the Farseer killed the Tauren Chieftain while that unit was still alive. There goes another. So another grunt gets taken out. And a lot of the units out here on the battlefield, as they're taking damage, well, they're not giving experience. So this is one of those strange situations where heroes are being lost, but the experience isn't being awarded, as Sheik's grunt is now down to 44 hit points. Farseer gets resurrected out here on the battlefield, and we can see a healing salve. Grunt now down to 26 hit points. Other grunts trying to catch up to it, perhaps finish him off. 18 to 21 damage. That means 2 more shots are going to be needed. Tauren Chieftain still getting resurrected back at home the old-fashioned way, as we see now Tauren totems being placed down. Low hit point grunt of Sheik looking to retreat back here. Peon's going to jump inside the Orc burrows, perhaps act as a little bit of a deterrent here. And that's exactly what's going to happen. Farseer going to be able to place down that healing salve once more. Oh, no, we get some more attacks. That grunt now down to 21 hit points. Needs another healing salve. Already used 66 gold, now 100 gold to save that grunt right there. As that grunt now looks to fall back again. Tauren Chieftain out here onto the battlefield. Shadow Hunter as the second hero. No clarity potion on that Tauren Chieftain, oddly enough, as we're going to see perhaps a little bit of damage go down onto that grunt. Grunt now down to 217 hit points. Tauren Chieftain should be able to catch up easily. Tauren Chieftain, oddly, has not trained up that endurance aura. All right, so the Tauren Chieftain needed faster movement speed to be able to get in a position, finally gets the endurance aura, but that could be a little too late situation as the units now look to fall back again. All right, more damage, units still hanging back, 32 supply compared to 31, as Sheik able to put pressure onto the Tauren Chieftain and force him back home. Now, we are getting more grunts out here on the battlefield. Grunts, 700 hit points. And now Tauren Chieftain of Sheik as well. So both sides engaging back and forth. Are we going to see perhaps some shockwaves or some damage onto that, well, entangle, or not in, yeah, well, yeah, ensnared grunt. Grunt down to 96 hit points. He gets taken down. Tauren Chieftain still trying to battle up. Shadow Hunter could make its way out. Tauren Chieftain falls. And wow, death of a salesman or death of a hero should be the name of this WarCraft 3 game. Death of a hero. So many heroes already taken out by the 7-minute mark. Each hero fallen already once. Yeah, Tauren Chieftain fell, Farseer fell, this Tauren Chieftain also fell as well, as we're now sitting at level 3 by GLGL's Tauren Chieftain. And, well, I could have sworn the Shadow Hunter was trained, but it looked like he was canceled. Not quite sure what makes of that Tome of Strength. Come on, pick it up, pick it up. There you go. Tauren Chieftain getting a little bit of additional hit points and adding in a potion of invisibility as well. GL walking around the battlefield, Spirit Walkers and Raiders ready to engage here. Are we going to see a couple of ensnares? And we are ready to go. There's a shockwave ripping on through. Tauren Chieftain does use an invulnerability potion, now trying to fight. A lot of units are entangled. This is a difficult spot to be in. GLGL's Raider getting ensnared again, so a follow-up ensnare now. He's going to get taken out. As the Tauren Chieftain could try and put pressure down once more. 38 supply. Sheik's Raider almost misclicked in running back through the GL's army, and still no sign of a second hero yet. So Tauren Chieftain trying to fight by his lonesome self. Perhaps we'll get to level 4 quickly, as he does have a little bit of a 15% experience bonus since he is a solo hero. Sheik also getting up that War Mill. War Mills are up here. How is all of this going to be unfolding? That is the question. All right. Spirit Walker looking to retreat back here. Endurance Aura units trying to retreat back. Tauren Chieftain should be able to get to level 4 pretty easily. We're going to see that Giant Wolf take a little bit of damage. Now trying to retreat back away. Dark Troll Trappers going to get easily taken down. Perhaps even the Dire Wolf as well. The Dire Wolf did let out a roar. 20% damage bonus before the units are falling back again. Or is it? No, 25% damage bonus, excuse me. Dire Wolf gonna fall, gets taken down. Tauren Chieftain now at 4, also picks up a Robe of Magi, as we see a potential creep jack here. Sheik gift wrap, or getting a gift wrap Spirit Walker. There's a stomp. Tauren Chieftain going to be in some serious trouble. There's a Scroll of Healing. Spirit Walker now back into the ethereal form. Chain Lightning to try to shake off that damage. And the Farseer's Chain Lightning was only at level 1. The Spirit Walker now pretty much down to dead, down to 3 hit points. Has to be very, very careful. There's a massive stomp right there, shocking through, and now we see more damage coming back across. All right, more damage coming again. All right, Healing Salve. However, the Raider getting ensnared and ensnaring the right position as 2 more Raiders fall. 38 supply compared to 32. There goes another 35 compared to 35 now. Who is going to come out better in this battle? That is the question, as Spirit Link from GLGL able to spread apart that damage fairly well. Tauren Chieftain, however, moving slightly faster with that level 2 Endurance Aura, but is it going to be enough? One more shot onto that Grunt, and we see the Entangle go down. Or Ensnare go down, excuse me. Well, swapping Entangle and Ensnare, Slippers of Agility. Nice little pair of boots for GLGL, as the units are perhaps going to try and retreat back. I don't know if GLGL actually has that. No, doesn't it look like he has the pillage ability? Tauren Chieftain sitting at level 5 here. Scroll of Town Portal now going to go ahead and try and retreat back out. Is any of Sheik's units going to fall, perhaps giving level 5 to the Tauren Chieftain? No, they are not. Now going to be using some Clarity Potions back at home. Heal back up. And now the Shadow Hunter about to make its way out onto the battlefield. We saw the Shadow Hunter attempt to be trained earlier, but trying to get that Tauren Chieftain to 5, also a very interesting proposition with level 3 Shockwave. So level 3 Shockwave does make quite the impact, as we're going to look at Slippers of Agility dropped for that Shadow Hunter, plus 3 damage on that Shadow Hunter, a little bit better armor, and another Tome of Agility there picked up by that Tauren Chieftain. Now, multiple invisibility potions. Tauren Chieftain also getting healed up nicely. Gonna make its way down and across here. Meanwhile, Shadow Hunter looking to clear out the greater Dark Minion creep camp. Skeletal Marksman. And here comes the Farseer and Raiders ready to engage. All right, Shadow Hunter could be a little bit of a worse for wear. Gonna go ahead and try and use a speed scroll in order to get away. But it looked like a little bit of an upset here. Tauren Chieftain now going after the Orc Burrows. Orc Burrow going to be suffering kind of a little bit of damage. Are we going to perhaps look at a Shockwave here? We're looking at some damage just racking up nicely. And still the units are trying to hide. Meanwhile, Shadow Hunter sitting at level 1 looking to get to level 2. We have not seen another Orc. We have not seen another. There goes another Shockwave here. Perhaps trying to put on pressure. And once more, all right. 2 peons backing up here. Remember, the Orc Burrows are taking full damage. There's a Shockwave, gets up to level 5 now, and now going to be going after the Orc Burrow there. Finally makes it suffer as the Tauren Chieftain, well, does have an Invul Potion and a Potion of Invisibility. Going to go ahead and use the Invul Potion there. Is he going to use also an Invisibility Potion? He is. And now, what is going on? He's backed himself into a corner. There's a Shockwave taking down some more peons again, and he could use another Invisibility Potion. No, there's a cooldown. I believe there's a cooldown. Tauren Chieftain falls at level 5. Giving the Farseer level 4. I know that there's cooldown on like healing potions. I'm wondering if there was a cooldown on invisibility potions as well. I thought there was a quick reveal, but then again, yeah, that Tauren Chieftain had backed himself into a corner. If he tried to use that invisibility potion again, he would have just been quickly spotted out anyways. Sea Elemental quickly gets taken down. Gloves of Haze right there. Shadow Hunter, a little bit of damage. We're going to see a couple of ensnares go down. Grunts versus Raiders. However, the Grunts win out in the armor fight. Tauren Chieftain says, no, I'm going to throw down a stomp and give all of my units faster attack speeds and movement speeds. All right. Shadow Hunter poking 14 to 16 damages. These are level 2 varieties. Kodo Beast going to get poked down pretty quick. 47 supply compared to 42 as another Kodo Beast coming in from GLGL as well. All right, Shadow Hunter able to stay alive barely, down to 200 hit points, falling quickly. We're going to see some more Serpent Wards just thrown down. Gloves of Haste perhaps going to get picked up. And now are we going to see some more healing? There's another healing wave bouncing across multiple units. GLGL needs to retreat with that Kodo Beast. No, he gets ensnared, as we're going to be looking at the Kodo Beast getting finished off here. All right, units trying to retreat back. Tauren Chieftain about to make its way back out onto the battlefield. Shadow Hunter trying to hide in this back position. Needs to get some healing salves and give it to the other units as well, in addition to using that Clarity Potion too. 46 supply compared to 41. Sheik actually with the overall smaller supply. 8 workers. Does he have a Goblin Shredder here? No, he does not have a Goblin Shredder. He just has plenty of workers, while GLGL has an abundance of lumber. Once that Tauren Chieftain is back out onto the battlefield, that level 5 Tauren Chieftain is going to be quite the scare, especially with Clarity Potion. If he walks into a battle with 200 some odd mana, well, 300 some odd mana even perhaps, that level 3 Shockwave is going to be very difficult to overcome. The question will be, what are these Kodo Beasts going to do here? Are we going to perhaps get an ensnare onto that Kodo Beast? We're looking for an ensnare on that Kodo Beast to try to get to that Grunt back, and here we are, here we go. There's a Shockwave ripping on through. Scroll of Town Portal trying to already retreat back out. That's going to be a lot of damage, but the Kodo Beast looks like he'll be able to retreat back in time, and this poor Grunt, well, will just be slowly digested. All right, meanwhile, back in the base of GLGL, a couple of peons trying to work, but the Wolves are still putting in pressure. Orc burrows. Oh, nope. Was that a resummon? Yes, a resummon down here on the southern side. So the Wolves disappear off to the north, and well, that allows for these peons to continue mining without any reservation. 5 minutes of mining left here on the main bases. Tauren Chieftain perhaps should back away, allow that Shadow Hunter to get all of the experience that is needed, and perhaps get to level 4. There goes one. Another tracker about to get taken down. There's that Elder Shaman as the Tauren Chieftain purposely hangs back far away from the fight, allowing that Shadow Hunter to get to level 4 cleanly. Finally, this Shaman will get taken out as well. Cloak of Flames, a beautiful item for the Tauren Chieftain. If he wants to dive into the situation as he has been, he'll also be able to deal 10 damage a second to all of those units that are around him. Very, very precarious indeed. Meanwhile, GL is looking to set up an expansion here on the northern side of the map, expanding towards your opponent. Tauren Chieftain here from Sheik also looking to clear out of this gold mine and considering whether or not an expansion is in order. In terms of experience, we are fairly close. Farseer 4.8, 4.2 compared to 5.2, 4.2. Tauren Chieftain obviously with that stronger ability for now, and now getting very close to 300 mana, having 3 to 4 shockwaves throughout a battle, you're going to suddenly see a bunch of low hit point raiders and grunts. Now, Shadow Hunter also opting to go for level 2 Serpent Wards, as the Farseer just shy of level 5. Gonna get there? Yes, he will. Tauren Chieftain now sitting about 4.5, 4 4, or 4 4/5, 4/10, 2/5. Fractions are hard, people. Fractions are hard. Or at least that's what my children told me.
Forces are under attack.
More fighting underway. The Shadow Hunter here looking to gain a bit more experience as well. Could get to 4.5 quickly. And meanwhile, this peon, is he going to try and set up an expo at the 4 o'clock spot? That would be a pretty gutsy move, as the Shadow Hunter going to pick up another Tome of Agility and has some pretty decent attack. 27 or 33 to 39 damage with the fast attack speed. Tauren Chieftain also with the fast attack speed, but you remember that Shadow Hunter is ranged, as the Shadow Wolves, well, here disrupting mining. 2.5 minutes of mining left. Pretty much, or 3 minutes of mining left here. Meanwhile, 2.5 minutes of mining left on the southern side. And, well, peons now jumping back out, going to go ahead and try and get as much lumber going for themselves, as the Great Hall. It feels like this Great Hall has been under construction for so long, finally going to get taken down. Tauren Chieftain finds a beautiful shockwave, able to hit multiple targets. Is he going to take down multiple burrows again? There goes another. There goes another. And the Tauren Chieftain really, well, finishing off all of the peons. Peon after peon getting lost here. Are we going to see an engagement? Are we going to perhaps look at another shockwave repping on through? There we go. This Kodo Beast trying to get in a little bit of a lunch here. Tauren Chieftain has another potion of mana. Should be able to get in another beautiful shockwave across all of these tightly grouped units, and perhaps, well, punish his opponent. There's a stomp right there. Tauren Chieftain needs to use that shockwave. Has the mana, and, well, could finish things off here. There's level 5 now on that Shadow Hunter. 5-5 versus 5-4. There's a big stomp with the Tauren Chieftain not being at level 5. Well, take it back, now has that wider radius. Are we going to see some more peons get lost? Yes, we are. A lot of damage getting absorbed by those peons. But remember, they have Spirit Link, and they eventually will fall. Sheik gonna lose a Kodo Beast here. GLGL trying to retreat back, try to digest the unit. 55 supply compared to 37. Sheik is in some serious trouble as the Tauren Chieftain's Cloak of Flames is still spreading apart quite a bit of damage. GLGL had brought these peons over to, well, spread out some of that damage, and that's exactly what happened here. You can see all of these peons now, though, could easily get finished off as we see another Raider get lost. Tauren Chieftain down to, well, 22 mana after all of that fight. More of GLGL's peons looking to retreat back. And we are at full saturation here already at the expansion gold mine as, oh, wow. Sheik, if he's able to take down a couple more of these units. Nope. Tauren Chieftain now sitting at well, just a little bit shy. He's going to go after the Farseer. Farseer could have a very, very bad day. Potion of, or excuse me, Health Stone now transferred. 500 hit point heal. Sheik looking to try and digest a Raider here. Tauren Chieftain doesn't have enough mana. There goes the Kodo. Excuse me, Shadowhunter falls at level 5. There's a level up under the Tauren Chieftain of GLGL, though, as a Kodo Beast got taken down. So Tauren Chieftain now has, well, should have Reincarnation. Hasn't trained it just quite yet. All right, there goes a Raider. Another Raider of GL going to get taken down as the Spirit Wolves are just going to town here. But there goes another Ensnared. Cloak of Flames really racking up much of that damage as we're still looking at a big fight getting underway. All right, Cloak of Flames. Farseer down to 180 hit points. There goes another Ensnare as the Farseer could end up falling. Tauren Chieftain gets in a big shockwave again. Units are trying to retreat back, and there you are still fighting. Farseer, 8 experience shy from level 6. There's level 6 now. Tauren Chieftain now a little bit shy. 99 experience shy away as the Tauren Chieftain here trying to go after a couple of, well, watchtowers getting placed down. And yes, Reincarnation, GLGL doesn't care. He's going to get taken down and say, I'm going to have a full Tauren Chieftain with Cloak of Flames. Do you really want to battle up against me? There's a surround. There's a stomp. The shockwave didn't go down. That was a big mistake here. Going to go ahead and throw the shockwave down. Now go after again. All right, does have a potion of invulnerability. Should have used it. Still taking quite a bit more. Gonna go after these units again. Are we gonna see a shockwave here? There's a Dust of Appearance. There's a shockwave. And now there's an invul potion as well. All right, another stomp could be absolutely key. Down to 127 hit points. Are we gonna see a double shockwave, double hero kill? That's gonna be the death of a Tauren. No, invul potion bought at the last second. There goes a, whoa, Scroll Town Portal used at the last second. Wow. Tauren Chieftain stays alive. I think he was down to 7 hit points. This Tauren Chieftain stays alive. He's going to be hiding in the far back. Shadowhunter going to be popping on out. Perhaps going to use some clarity potions. And perhaps use some healing waves as well to help this Tauren Chieftain and this Raider stay alive. Remember, though, GLGL has an economy. Meanwhile, we are looking at long-distance mining by Sheik. This is going to be a big deal. Shadow Wolves perhaps going to try to dive into the main base and see that it's pretty sparse. And we're looking at, well, a couple of ensnares onto a peon right there. That peon going to get taken down. And we should be looking at a potential fight here at the Expo. The Expo, however, with quad watchtowers, doesn't have the reinforced defenses, but it doesn't matter. The army sizes of both sides still rather small. 25 compared to 25 total supply compared to 35, and Sheik is in trouble. All right, couple of well, Shadow Wolves gonna go ahead and disappear there. Voodoo Lounge gonna get constructed, and now we see the Tauren Chieftain, well, perhaps looking to get to level 6. Oh, could get to level 6 if he actually went after the Orc Burrows. The Orc Burrows are the better call here. And what a strange, well, a little bit of a fight. There's a shockwave ripping on through. There's a stomp. Tauren Chieftain trying to focus things down. We're looking at this Tauren Chieftain down to 400 hit points. And, well, still more damage coming across. Down to 360 hit points. There goes another stomp. Tauren Chieftain of Sheik gets to level 6. So dual level 6 heroes now. Shadowhunter now needs to retreat back. Shadowhunter going to go ahead and Healing Wave bounce around as well, as the Tauren Chieftain could be in a bit of trouble. There goes a Shockwave. Are we going to see a Healing Wave onto the Tauren Chieftain? Tauren Chieftain down to 29 hit points. He does not survive. No, he had, wait, did he have, he had an Onk? Oh, wait, no, that... All right, no, so that, sorry, that was the other Tauren Chieftain. All right, so Sheik's Tauren Chieftain falls. All right, so Sheik's Tauren Chieftain falls. Shadowhunter now trying to back away. Going to go ahead and hang back by this Voodoo Lounge. Be able to hold back these units kind of thing. Does have a potion of healing and a potion of mana. Wants to get closer. Tauren Chieftain doesn't have enough mana here. And we're still looking at a bit of a fight getting underway here. Serpent Wards, 46 to 50 damage. Tauren Chieftain going after the Farseer. Farseer has enough hit points, and the Tauren Chieftain doesn't have enough mana. Wait, Tauren Chieftain, is he going to go ahead and Shockwave? No, gets stomped again. And now, down to 75 here. Tauren Chieftain is going to be in a little bit of trouble. 38 seconds on that reincarnation. He's going to try and retreat back away. There's the Chain Lightning, and that could be it. GLGL needed 30 more seconds to keep that Tauren Chieftain alive. And I don't know how Sheik knew in terms of timing, unless he was paying very close attention, what the cooldown was on that reincarnation. Shadowhunter of GLGL is in some serious trouble here, down to 197 hit points. He is going to be able to break free here. There's a healing wave bouncing around. We're going to see an ensnare onto the Shadowhunter. Shadowhunter about to fall, and that should be the game. No, Shadowhunter down to 3 hit points. What is going on here? Healing wave. Are we going to see perhaps an ensnare? Yes, ensnare. However, the Orc Burrows don't have anything inside to actually do a bonus damage to that Raider, or more Raider damage. 32 supply compared to 19. Healing wave still bouncing around. Tauren Chieftain trying to get resurrected, and this resurrection is going to be key as well. Shadowhunter continuing to fight back across here. There's level 6 onto the Shadowhunter. Where is he going to try and go back? He buys another potion of healing. Are we going to see another healing wave? No, we are not. And this Shadowhunter really needs Spirit Link in order to, well, not take too much damage. Meanwhile, the Farseer tries to run by, down to 46 hit points, down to 34-29. He ends up surviving here. Shadowhunter should be fine here. He's got the cover of the watchtowers. There's a stomp right there, but the Shadowhunter should be okay. Spirit Link, perhaps, yes, splitting up some of that damage again. Voodoo Lounge at the Expo. The Shadowhunter is going to hide himself, Clarity Potion, and try and make sure that no wolves get into this position. Meanwhile, still more long distance mining from Sheik. 19 supply compared to 32, with the Tauren Chieftain nearly resurrected. All right. Shadowhunter sitting at level 6. Did not opt for level 3 healing wave, opted for Hex instead. Big Bad Voodoo wasn't even a question, as the Tauren Chieftain now wanders out again. Tauren Chieftain at GLGL perhaps needs a Clarity Potion. Yep, is using up a Clarity Potion now. Same thing with that Shadowhunter. And I think GLGL, who now has his Tauren Chieftain back, should be in a great spot. Farseer and Tauren Chieftain of Sheik both in a little bit of hurt. We're going to see a Shockwave perhaps go down. There's a Shockwave ripping on through. Doesn't hit the Tauren Chieftain, though. There's a Hex onto the Farseer. Farseer could easily get taken down. There's a Stomp instead, and now the Tauren Chieftain is going to try to go after that Farseer. It looks like there's another Hex. There's a little bit of damage. There's a Shockwave. Farseer falls at level 6, and Sheik has left the game. GLGL outlasting Sheik in this Orc mirror match, where he went, where it was Farseer first versus Tauren Chieftain. Let me know what you guys thought about this game in the comments below.